Hello and welcome back to Vintage Farming. Right, we are cracking on in a beautiful March morning to get some stuff done for spring. Spring has sprung and we are busy as, so let's get started. First off, we are going to get a helper into this field to get it slurried. So in the last episode, we did fertilize field 31 to its fullest. Now 33 is next. 31 this month is going to be planted in as sunflowers. So that's what we'll get started on as soon as we get 33 started as well. Now I believe it is 10 meters, although I always feel the need to check because I have been done before with incorrect information. This time though, we are all good to go. So let's not do that. What's going on? Right, this one, open it. Yeah, alright, 3 is fine. 3 is perfect. Start. Job. Good. Alright. Now, oh, hang on a minute. Is that functioning? It is not. So we did slurry it before, but I mean, why wouldn't it work again? It wasn't in the same month. That's a bit frustrating. Yeah, let's try this again now, see if anything shows up down this way. Huh. I wonder if it's because it's been slurried already and you can't double slurry. No, that's not right. Is it? Well, if that is the case, now, okay, I'm just going to do a small test on this field here, on the alfalfa, just to go, because this one should be no problem. It should absolutely, yeah, see, it's taking it, gladly taking it, terribly driving, but it's taking it. What is going on with this field? Maybe we should try the manure spreader then? We might stick it on the same tractor just to ensure. This will just stick to the side here for now. Well, actually, no, let's park it straight up here. Well, that was a bit of a slowdown for the start of everything. I was quite keen to get started, but bugger. Right, we'll get that filled first. Now, hopefully that doesn't roll away down the hill. Let's get this on here. I know this is more tractor than this spreader needs, but if we can... Oh, yes, much more. Let's get it filled fully, and let's get into that field and see what's what. In fact, you know what? Maybe we'll give... You know what? Maybe we should... Oh, no. See, that's already set up for mowing, and we'll use the John Deere for planting. So, yeah, let's just... Actually, no. Let's use the John Deere for this job. Yes. Yes, we will. The reason we will is because that field over there's got a few more hills to it, and I know that the John Deere is very capable, but the Deutz will just be the more capable of the tractors to use for planting. So we'll do this with the manure. We don't even know if it's going to work, actually. So we should probably start that first, but I do quite like this John Deere. It's alright. And I do like the dual wheels. It looks good. It always looks so good. It might be unnecessary for this job, but it's happening. Right. Connected and attempting to fertilize. It's a bigger spread than I always remember, rather. But it is working. Oh, wow. No, it's much smaller than I remember. Bloody hell. Okay, that's alright. Let's still do it. Oh, my word. Right, let's just get realigned here again. Go just a quick little spin round. As quick as you do. Quick as you can. Get in. Right, we will confirm though that it's actually, yes indeed it is. So let's get it lined up as nice as we can. We're still going to get helper on it because I cannot be faffed to do the 2 meters. No way. That's not right. Is that right? That's wrong. 3 meters, see? See what I mean? Nearly done dirty. Right. Let's set a course. 5 headlands might actually be efficient, if not more. Yeah, let's do that. Just there's no issues. Issueless. Right, it's going so slow. Come on. And they're off. Okay, good. Now we can head back into the Deutz and get some planting started. So chances are we're going to need to do a bit of manure collecting, but that's also fine. As long as we know where they've left off, then we should have no problem starting off again from where they did leave off. But we are going to head into here as quickly as we can and get this job underway, because we do have sunflowers we want to plant in today. And I've broken off into rhyme, which means things are all right. Okay, so we've got some seed kicking about. We don't need the fertilizer. Oh, have we not got seed kicking about? Surely we have. It's all in the drill, is it not? Okay, well that's fine, because we don't need the drill. We just need the planter. So, in another small breakage of time here. No, I thought I had a load of it. No, see, I'm getting my series mixed up. That's survival that I've got a schwack of seed. About bloody Nora, this thing's empty as well. What's going on here? Have I... I'll say... Oh, no. Is there really no seed anywhere around? Oh, no. Okay, well, we'll get that sorted right now. This particular planter, at least we're closer to the shop that way. I'm just going to take the whole lot down and not faff around with any bags or anything like that, as long as we can get through the gate here. But yeah, we'll head over to we'll head to the shop, we'll get seed in, and then we'll get planting our sunflowers. Alright, here we are. Now we need to see what this thing can hold. Not that we're going to get just that amount, but it would be good to get, yeah, a bit more than we need. So we'll get it fully filled. I swore we had more. I really do. I don't know what's happened. We must have just used it all. But how are we perfectly out of seed from the drill? I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, it's only... Right. Okay, that's fine. Luckily, we don't need any fertilizer at all, because we have fully fertilized that field just last month. So that is very good. And I'd like to cut across the field here, but I know that that's a drilled in crop, so we have to be very careful here with all the signage around not to hit it. This drill is a bit wide for the road, but we've managed to manage. Somehow I've managed. Right, here we are. So this is a relatively slow machine, but that is fine. I just want to confirm that all is going well. So that's happening there, which is really good. Right, what's going on? Oh, right. This is still thinking that there's a job at hand. We don't want that. I think they're doing okay. Yeah, oh my word, they've done a headland. But we should probably check to see how far they've come. 56%. That's bad, but that's fine. It's bad, but it's not. It's alright. Let's crack on with this job. And then the fruit... Oh, right, that's corn. Getting way too excited about all of the sunflowers. I really am excited to get sunflowers in. I love sunflowers. They look absolutely amazing. And they are going into the ground, I think. Is that working? Oh my gosh, I feel like an absolute silly monkey. Guess what we need to do before we can plant in the ground? Any guesses? Any guesses? That's right, cultivate. Wow, well done. Well done everyone except for Grumbles. Let's get... Unbelievable. Do you see what happened? So excited that I completely forgot to cultivate. I think I'm just so used to direct drills that it's thrown me for a loop. And yeah, I've completely lost logic. So there you go. Don't forget that you need to cultivate before you plant if you don't have a direct drill of some kind. Now, we have a cultivator. Yes, it's right there. So we are going to connect to it. It is a fairly decent size as well. So a little bit less faff than you'd expect. But the nice thing is that if we can get, at the very least, get some sort of headland completed or something, then when it comes time to loading up the manure spreader, it should be fairly simple. So let's just see how this all goes. Like I say, if we can get some sort of headland done, then at least we can get cracking. with the rest of the jobs. So, and there's no major rush. We've got lots of March to do all this. It's just a matter of getting it done. I know how much else we've got on, to the point where I am quite tempted to get some of the productions automatically distributing to the mill. But at the same time, I do like loading, for example, spuds. I don't know if I can even get them shifted over as a direct thing to the mill for potato soup. But that is something that would be quite good to do, and we just got to stay on top of the production itself. But we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I think we should probably actually check on the helper first before we crack on too far with this. But let's get to the other side there and see. Now, the other thing I was thinking about is the fact that we've got 193,000 euro in the bank and not much to spend it on, unfortunately. A small part of me wants to double up on kit and just go a bit mental with drilling things and harvesting things. So essentially, I said this before, I think the idea of 2 harvesters the same in the fields would be absolutely incredible. Let's check on the John Deere though, see how it's cracking on. Oh my word. Right, well, it is a slow job, but that's absolutely fine. We will have to cultivate this as well. Might as well try and get it cultivated this month, just to, I guess, have it ready to go for the corn. But this field here is ready. And I know it's a long, it would officially become our biggest field. And I know the concept of having a fairly, and it's been plowed as well, so that's ready to go. What would we put in that though? What would we put in that field? I really want to buy that field, but it would be better to wait till something's in it. Bam, let's do that. Let's wait and see, because we're into spring now, so surely by the end of this month something will be in that crop. Okay, before that cracks on, let's get this going down this way, and hopefully by the time we get to somewhere near the end we can zip on down to the manure pit and collect some more, so that we can allow our John Deere to slowly but surely fertilize that field. And there we go. Job that was forgotten is now completed. Let's just confirm that we've done it properly. It's about as good as it's going to get, isn't it? Right, let's venture back forward to the farm and get this tucked away. I know this I know that this episode and even the last one were a bit scatterbrained, but I appreciate your continued support, and I'm sure it's in somewhat sort of funny, but yeah, I do appreciate all of your comments and suggestions and all that, and sometimes we just have funny days, and today's a funny day. So let's get this tucked away and see where we are with the manure, because I reckon that we are going to need to fill it up again soon. I'm surprised we didn't have to fill it between the last fill and finishing that job. At least when we stick it into this field with the manure spreader, which is the plan, then I will absolutely stick on a helper again, but it'll be much easier to do because it's a much smaller field than that one. It's a shame I couldn't slurry it again. I don't understand why not. And I know I could have put solid fertilizer in here, but why when we don't need to? Do you know what I mean? Yes, I'm going to start up at this corner again, because again, how silly I feel about forgetting about cultivating. But here we are. Deja vu once again. Now, let's have a look at the... Right, 891. So we could let it crack on for a moment. Are you missing bits? Oh no, it's going to reverse. Okay, good show, good show. Yeah, this field's going very slowly. I think what might be interesting to do actually is check for... Yeah, we'll get rid of weeds there because we won't have to worry about weeds in this field once we get it planted next month. But what I want to check on is... Alright, check the sales. Oh, a new pickup. Nah, that's right. We're all set. I want to see if they have any spreaders for us, because all of them seem to be fairly conceptual for the future. So this is a 12-meter spread, but that attaches to something else, the 706, which is quite pricey. But we've got cash in. It looks brilliant, though. It looks absolutely amazing. I just don't know how it actually performs. But, I don't know, maybe we should. Maybe we should. What else? Okay, depending on what else we can do with it. Right, okay, so we can do all the things. Including... Right, but no, we're all set for that too. 10 meters, and only holds 8,000. This one does hold... Oh no, sorry, the RMA, the manure spreader holds 12 and goes 12. Okay, oh, that's good. But that's going to be nearly 100,000. That'll be 90, about 90,000 for the two, which is absolutely mental. I don't know about any other spreaders like vintage style. So what I'm very tempted, because I've always liked the look of this lorry. It's very similar to, well, to these ones, and actually to all the, yeah, to this one that we had before. We did have that lorry before, and but this one just looks more complete. I don't know why, it just looks better. Anyways, right, of course. Right, let me go get this sorted. I will pop it back in the field for now, because we will be using manure again in the future. So I may consider selling off this little spreader. We've had it also since the beginning, but I'll go fill it up and then we'll crack on. Right, so as you can see, something is different. One, we have the Z-Tour on the manure spreader, and two, we have the whole setup here at the shop. So I have actually found a lovely vintage spreader that we can use. Now, I was going to set up the helper on the planting so that we could use the new spreader. However, it doesn't, oh right, we should repair that. Let's just get that repaired, get that repainted and repaired and sold as well. Very good. Right, so yeah, we cannot use a helper with either courseplay or just even a base game helper without having fertilizer in the planter. And I know that's been an issue before, but that setting is already still off, and yet it still does not work. So that must be the mod itself preventing that. But nevertheless, we will buy a brand new muck spreader. This looks proper vintage, I would say. It just looks like an upgrade to the one that we already had. That even more so. That is probably just for transportation, but that there is definitely for shooting muck out the back. And might as well go with the thicker tires as well. That's a bit bright. Well, that's good. It's more muted and vintagey of an orange. We'll keep the orange though. The orange and the yellow looks good. I know ours was blue before, but the blues, yeah, it's a bit too bright, I would say, of a blue. But that looks pretty good. So yeah, we are paying a bit of extra things here and there, 13,000, but it is purchased. So we've got literally double everything. double over double capacity and over double the width. So that's really good. It is, as I say, a bit of a shame that we can't do it ourselves, because yeah, that just really is a shame. Maybe when it comes time to doing the other fields we can do it ourselves, but unfortunately we will have to do the planting ourselves, which is a bit frustrating. But that's good to know for the future. For planting, we won't double organic fertilize. We will simply one time organic fertilize and then use our fertilizer for the rest, just for ease of all things. I don't mind doing the planting ourselves, but oh, sorry mate, I really thought you were turning. I really did. Right, let's head back and get this underway. Right, so here we are back in the field with the muck spreader, the new muck spreader. Let's see how it's done. Just to see. Right, what's this line here? That must be, oh right, me trying to get it working. So yeah, if we, actually it's pretty good. It's pretty level in terms of where it needs to be done. So I will just get a regular helper on it, but let's see how that goes. Yeah, that's much better. Oh my word, is it ever. Right, off you go. Thank you so much. I'll show you what I'm on about with this as soon as I find it. So yes, we can start it up, and as you can see, it just needs to be refilled. That is incredibly frustrating. Even if we're using base game helper, same issue. But the benefit of this is that we are getting sunflowers in the ground for the very first time on the series, and I'm very excited about it. And it may not be the last time either, because sunflowers are just a lovely, lovely crop. But I understand how some people don't want to do them, just for whatever reason, because it's a planted thing and it takes a bit longer, and as well as the harvesting of it can be a bit more of a faff. But as I say, I'm very curious to see what they put into that far field there, because I would love to purchase that. Just, it feels like it would really complete the farm space that we have. I know that with the vintage series, it's nice that we do have the smaller fields-ish, you know. I mean, I feel like the field in front of us is the biggest one. Actually, no, the canola field on the far side is probably the biggest one we have currently. Again, however, it doesn't really... I mean, it's fine, you know what I mean? Normally we would have small fields always, and that's how I wanted to start vintage. But, I mean, I feel like we're going to end on a grandiose sort of affair of things, you know what I mean? We're going to have that other field, and then I'm not saying we're going to have one massive field by the end of it, because towards the end of the last map we were on for vintage, that's where things got a bit mental. We started making massive fields and combining them. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because that's not an unnatural thing to do. But these fields I will not be combining. I love the variety that we have, although we do have 2 canola crops and we are kind of focusing on a few select crops for production. But I like that there's that goal to achieve from those crops. So it's not just we're growing corn for the sake of growing corn. We're growing corn and oat, and we've got all the bloody bees for cereal production, for example. Sunflowers, you know, we're going to be turning into sunflower oil. Same with the canola. So that everything has a purpose. The mustard we were doing to make old-fashioned mustard, which is brilliant. That's pretty much the extent of what we are working towards, or working on at least, and working our way to a great vintage finale. Because as I say, we are going to reach episode 100 for this series. It's much deserved for it. I cannot wait to see the possibilities in the future for future vintage series, which I fully intend on doing for FS25. This has been absolutely way too much fun with the vintage kit, and we have lots of time left in this series, so fret not. But it just has been really nice. And basically my whole point was, yes, I know that we started with small fields, but it just feels natural to grow into somewhat larger fields. And the nice thing about that as well, as I say, is that if we get 2 harvesters, it'll just look really, really nice in the field, having the two class dominators doing their thing, dominating, if you will, the field. And even with drills, planters, drills, the lot, you know, with the money we have, I think we could probably double up on a few of our more frequently used bits of kit to really grow the farm in the final stages of the series. So I'm very excited for how it's going to sort of continue on and eventually finalize. But considering how we started, this is wicked, and I'm very pleased about it. And I love that you love the series. I've got, again, loads of great comments on the series, and I'm really happy that you're enjoying Vintage. I know I sure am. This map, really, this is up there for me with Court Farm, I have to be honest. This map in particular, I mean, Castelnau was beautiful as well, but there's just something different about this one that just, to me, it's just so good. It's perfect for the Vintage series. I'm very happy to see it as part of Terra Life Plus. It's a shame that we were doing Vintage on it to not be able to do Terra Life Plus on this map, but at the same time, I'm happy with the wholesome map that we're doing Terra Life Plus, and just all of the series that we have, and Survival Challenge as well. And yeah, basically this is just me showing my gratitude for your support, because it has been a very wild journey so far getting the channel established and all. And I'd like to say as well, we have officially, as a channel, hit 5 members, and that is amazing. The fact that one of you are willing to support the channel in that way is incredible, but 5 of you, thank you to each and every one of you, and to more in the future as well. And I do intend on adding more things to the membership levels in the future to make it even more worth it in the future. But the Grumbles sponsors, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate your support. I did see that the helper is just emptied out, so I'm just going to get to the end here quickly. I will quickly fill... everything's quick, I suppose. Quickly this, quickly that. Alright, here we are with the final bit of planting to do, and we are done, finally. I know that was a long one, and wow, okay, I just realized as well that we nearly ran out of diesel. That was very, very close. I think we just managed to finish that before we did run out. So yeah, very close indeed, but we got it done. So that this field needs to be rolled. I still don't know, why does it show? Must be because, yeah, this is... oh, no, weird. Okay. There's a bit of a white thing that's usually a courseplay thing, but this is all done. So that did very well. And yeah, that's really nice. I quite like this, our new spreader here. It does seem to fit the vintage aesthetic, and it looks absolutely perfect on the Z-Tour. So I do look forward to actually giving it a try ourselves for probably the alfalfa field. And I've got the John Deere all set up on the roller so that we can get it into the sunflower field, which is now complete, which is also very good to see. So yeah, a bit of a hectic one there, and a bit of a longer than usual time lapse as well. I really just wanted to get the sunflowers done because I know that we also have to get the corn done in the next month, so in April. But now we have the time that we can roll. We can get the alfalfa field fertilized as well before that first cut. And then once the canola field in this field is done, I reckon that we will switch over to alfalfa and just go on from there. We shall see. Alfalfa or grass or something like that. But we shall see. Right. That does do it for the end of this episode, though. So thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the episode, cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. So until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.